Well, if you're not using AI, then you're 10 years behind the rest of the world. All right. So
I got
next,
my own internal AI. How about that?
well, you got that too, but I got intelligence and artificial intelligence. So when you can intelligently use artificial
Human
intelligence,
intelligence. Okay.
it creates a superpower. All right. So here's another one.
Okay.
This is intersectional trauma and media representation from Crenshaw, 1991, and Hooks, 1992. And the theory is that Black women experience trauma at the intersection of race, gender, and class. So films
Yes.
that repeatedly portray them as victims without depicting strength, healing, or complexity can reinforce societal oppression and internalized stereotypes. So it almost sounds like the movies don't really help. That basically, when you're just showing the trauma and you're not talking about strength, healing, and complexity, that can actually reinforce societal oppression, make other people oppress you more,
Yeah.
and also lead to more internalized stereotypes. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. We just talked about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. No, I mean it's true. We just talked about, where's the transition? Like these movies, as Black people, we like to be entertained, I think, just like anybody else. But I want to see myself I want to see myself shown in a way that is a little more connected to my real life and connected to the life of the people that I know, not just a whole bunch of traumatic things happening to us in 2 hours and then there's no upliftment. I mean, to see her go out, y'all want to watch something that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Y'all check out Star Trek Discovery. Everybody watch that show. That's a Black woman that at one point she was in jail. Do you remember? Did you watch it with me, boys? At
Yeah.
one point she was in jail. But guess what? She got out of jail. And what was she doing? Flying through space in with her husband, with her man. And they were clearly Black people. She got braids in her hair. Remember that, boys? That show is beautiful. Star Trek Discovery. If you want to see, she's a Black female. She's a captain, but she's also a beautiful mate to. And at the end of you didn't watch the end of because boys kept falling asleep on it. But at the end of the whole thing, she goes off. Yet in the end of the whole series, boys, guess what the end of the scene was? She wasn't taken away in handcuffs. She was taken away with her little man, her husband, and she grew up and they had children, and the child got into Starfleet or whatever. It is the most beautiful depiction of a Black woman I think I've ever seen. All Black people need to see it. And of course, you got to watch Deep Space Nine. Hello from my homeboy from Gary, Indiana. Hey, I can't remember his name right now, but the guy who played Captain
Yeah, I
Sisko.
know you're talking about.
Y'all, this is if I could create my own television network, I would immediately buy the rights to Star Trek Discovery, definitely the Cosby Show, because there were some wonderful things, and Star Trek Discovery. I would be playing that on repeat all over again. Avery Brooks, thank you, Amanda. But Avery Brooks, like it just that's some of the things I would like to see us in, so that we can combat this race, gender, class. Yeah, she deals with a lot of that. It's subtle, but you see her overcome it, and it doesn't have an effect on her. Yeah, Discovery is on, I think it's on Paramount, right, boys?
Yeah, it's on Paramount.
It's on Paramount. Y'all, it's worth it. It's worth it to get Paramount Plus and watch those, because all of Star Trek is on there. Yeah, Trekkie. Yes, Gwendolyn. Anyway.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more theory and then we'll be done.
Okay, one more theory.
There's another theory that might apply here, and this is desensitization and emotional numbing from Bushman and Anderson, 2009.